Hi guys, I know it has been forever, but I finally wanted to get on here and make an update and let you guys know everything that's been going on. So if you've seen my last video, you know that we are pregnant and we are so excited and we feel so blessed to be able to say that. I did want to go ahead and mention the Gofundme account for Kristy is back up and you're able to donate to that. And I know so many of you already have, and I know that she's so thankful for that. But if you haven't and you have, at least $5 to spare, or even $1, I mean, anything helps, head over to the site. I'll put a link down below and donate. I think Jen T said it best in her video that you may only think, well, $5 is minuscule or it's nothing. Well, if everybody donated, I think she's got over 3,000 subscribers now. If everybody donated, that in itself on her channel would be $15,000, which is just absolutely amazing. I also wanted to reach out to Heartships of Hope. She had a miscarriage at 8 weeks, and I just know that that's so devastating, but she's such a strong person and has such an amazing attitude, and she's already looking forward to her frozen embryo transfer. So I will put her channel link down below if you can go and show her some love. And I also wanted to mention another YouTuber. Her name is Bobbi Jo. I will also put a link to her channel down below. She just recently did IVF, and they thought that she was having an ectopic, and she was given the methotrexate injection, and it turns out it wasn't an ectopic. So she is just in a world of confusion, and just go show her some love on her channel. So you guys know we transferred 2 5-day embryos back in, and of course, once you get your beta numbers, the next thing you're wondering, is it twins? Is everything okay? So I was so excited for my ultrasound. I just wanted to go over my first beta was 208, and that was 14 days past ovulation or 9 days past 5-day transfer, and then my second one was 11 days past 5-day transfer or 16 days past ovulation, and the first one was 208 and the second one's 483. And so I know beta numbers aren't indicative of whether it's multiples or not, but of course if you have like crazy high numbers, it just kind of gives you a little bit of insight. I know Brandy had like crazy high numbers with hers, and I'm sure she knew it was twins or was hoping so. So I will let you guys see the ultrasound and let you know what we're having. We just had our first ultrasound at 6 weeks, and we are twinning. Okay, so here is a picture, the 2 little beans.
And get a better view of them because they're hard to see. I'm trying to look for their yolk sacs. You're only 6 weeks, like barely, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give you that picture. Yay! Well, geez, you got like some big old like cysts going on. Are you feeling it?
Yeah, I was having some cramping.
Okay.
And sometimes it hurts after I urinated, and I thought maybe I did have a cyst.
Yeah, you have a huge cyst.
Wow.
All right, so they're hard because of the cyst. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's hard for me to see the yolk sacs because the cyst is getting in my way. I think I'm gonna get the view. Really should. There's like usually you can see like a ring,
Mm-hmm.
like in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I would not panic at all. I just think it's the ankle, Right. I think like one of them, it's like right down in there.
Mm-hmm.
Which is hard to see. There's one. So that's one of your yolk sacs, like
Okay.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can see a heartbeat at 6 weeks. I don't think we're going to today just because of the angle that we're trying to look at.
Right.
So don't even let that like.
But the gestational sacs, they look good?
The gestational sacs look good.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can like even measure one of them just to see. It's hard to measure them both because.
Right.
And sometimes, you get twins and then one of them doesn't,
Yeah, I've heard that's coming.
Sacs like a little bit on the smaller side.
Mm-hmm.
That one down yolk sac, like right there. So it's just, it's a little bit pins and needles with twins sometimes because it's like I can't, it's always, oh, it's a better view. Okay. Looking like right in there, but I don't think I'm going to be able to see it good enough to give you a, see how 100%. See how that sac is bigger? So I say we keep our fingers crossed. Obviously, we're not going to take any action, you know. They look a little bit behind, but I'm not even worried. I think it's also just because I can't see them as good because the cyst is like, I mean, look at this thing. It's like hogging up so much space. So, yeah, so that's your left ovary is like, you got like kind of big. So this is your left ovary here. So you need to be super careful, okay? So no exercise at all. Okay, no running, no jumping. You can have intercourse, but you got to be really careful. If you have any pain at all, you got to stop. Okay.
What about walking?
You could walk like gently.
I mean, like on the treadmill, like maybe a mile or something.
I wouldn't.
No, okay.
See how big these are?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's just huge. So we were so excited after our ultrasound to find out that we were indeed expecting twins. The whole time leading up to the ultrasound, my husband kept referring to the babies as babies, and you know, I just didn't know. My beta numbers weren't necessarily indicative of twins, so I was just really concerned he was going to be a letdown. And of course, all we want is at least one healthy pregnancy, but two, of course, is twice the blessing. And I just didn't want there to be any kind of disappointment when we were going for the ultrasound, so I just kind of kept telling him, you know, it's probably just one. But right before my 6 weeks ultrasound, I started feeling really nauseous. And in my last pregnancy, I didn't have any symptoms. Of course, my last pregnancy was ectopic, but I was still producing HCG and progesterone. And by the time that it had already ruptured, my HCG levels were still at 2,000. So I was just, from the complete difference in last pregnancy and this pregnancy, I was thinking it could possibly be twins. I know every pregnancy is different. And, oh, I will do an update on all my symptoms from, 3 weeks up until 6 weeks. I'm currently 7 weeks and 2 days, but I will make a video about all that. I just wanted to show you guys the first ultrasound, and I didn't want to leave you hanging, so I'm going to show you the second ultrasound, which was at 7 weeks, 1 day.
You see that things are going great. Okay, so let me show you.
I see it.
Yeah, do you see the heartbeat?
Yeah.
Oh, we have such a good thing. Right there. Perfect. And then I'm going to measure them, but let's just look at the other. It's right. Do you see it?
Yes, I see it.
You have 2 heartbeats.
Yeah.
Yay, you guys. There it is. Perfect. All right, let me get my measurements done here, okay?
Sure.
I know. The boring part. Let me see if I first can get you a photo with both of them in it. One is like, twins never, this is just the beginning of twins not cooperating. So, that's as good as it gets, my friend. That one's like right up there.
Yes.